Guys, how are you doing? Now it's 2017 and Visual Vertigo have brought out a brand new update for the Shot Tracer app. So if you're familiar with my YouTube channel, then you know that I do quite a bit of this.
Yeah, that's better.
Which, as we know, makes this a hell of a lot more interesting.
Better.
So seeing as I have spent countless hours using this app, I thought I'd show you a few tips and tricks that I found to get the best results from it. So what's the new update? It now introduces a map as well as the Shot Tracer that you have used in the past. So not only can you see the ball in its flight from behind, but you can now actually see it in relation to the golf course, which for me is a massive game changer. Because golf, for people that don't play it, is a very boring sport. You see a man hit a ball, you see a ball land, and you don't actually get any idea of how hard or how far these balls are actually going. For the likes of the European Tour and PGA Tour, they've got £1 million worth of equipment, and now they are starting to introduce that a lot more and more. But for the likes of me and you, they go and play one of our favourite golf courses every now and again. And I want to show some of their mates when you actually finally do crack one down the middle. Well, now it's a lot more achievable. And for me, this is only going to be good for the game of golf. Okay, that's enough talking, and there should be a lot more hitting. So let me hit a drive off this tee here and show you if it's actually something that you could use, and if it is, how you can get the best results from it. Hey guys, so let me just quickly run through the Shot Tracer app like homepage. So that's the basic Shot Tracer feature, and they've added a few more things in just to make it a lot more interesting. I wouldn't say that I necessarily use these. I'm thinking about actually using a few of these around the short game area, again just to show you guys how I'm playing. But they're just fun. I mean, anything that makes this game visually more interesting is a win in my books. So it's exciting where they're going with it, and obviously they're trying to think out of the box. So who knows where we could be in a year's time, obviously with camera quality going up on phones, and obviously technology as well. So this is the real thing we're after, the 3D mapping they brought out, which I think is genius. It just adds another dimension to golf and showing it on TV or on the internet. Okay, so when you open the app, it goes into the features, and this is under the Shot Tracer one, so the first one I showed you, and you can see how many videos I've done. So basically it's easier for me to make like a separate album in my photos and then choose the shots. So this is the shot that I had earlier. Now you've got a little magnifying glass, and now you can actually try and really pinpoint where you hit it down the fairway. I actually smoked this first time, just saying, don't worry about it. And then you go into add distance. And also you go in from there into the 3D mapping as well. So you type in the yardage that you think you've hit it, which I'd say about 280, I'll probably hit that. Add club type, and then also choose the club that you're going to use. So obviously here I'm using driver. You can change the meters as well. And so in the bottom right, I've just clicked on the 3D map. So basically all that does is bring you to Google Maps. You type in the address or the name of your golf club or wherever you're playing. So I type in Sanford Springs, as you can see I'm doing here. Click on the hotel and golf club, and boom, we're in straight away. So I'll go and find the 19th tee, which is the one that I just hit off a minute ago. And it basically guides you on how to use the app. It's very self-explanatory. It's very simple. If I can do it, you can do it. So then basically you hold down on the screen, it's going to tell you where to, obviously, where you've teed off from, and then obviously where the ball's going to land as well. So I'll move it to the front of the tee there. And then cleverly using the map, it actually measures how far the shot was going to be. So it says, which I know obviously the ball landed, 261 meters, which I'd say is round about 280 yards, maybe a bit longer. But so again, doesn't have to be that accurate. And then you obviously give a choice. You can have it down the side, on the right hand side, or underneath. I haven't quite worked out which one I actually prefer more, but what I do know is I like the 3D mapping side of it. I think it looks too two-dimensional, whereas it's just as a straight line. So as I click next, you can see now I can choose the height of the shot, and also I can then click the tab that says 3D map. So now I think it just adds another aspect to the shot, and for me to show you guys in the vlogs going forward. Again, I think not necessarily every hole, but some holes that may be blind, it gives you guys a lot more of an idea where I'm going. So once you've done that, you basically go back out of this, and then it goes into the actual shot, the shot tracer bit. It does the analyzation, and then you work from there. So a few tips when you're filming this: make sure the camera is far enough back. If you're right-handed, aim it a bit to the right, because if you pull the shot, it basically tracks where the ball goes in the initial ball flight. On a clear sunny day, unlike the day that I've got here, on a clear sunny day, it's going to track the ball better, give you much better results. If you're too close to it, or your body's covering the ball flight, there's no way this app's going to actually work. But for whatever reason, if it doesn't quite catch it the way you wanted it to, or it was inaccurate, you can see me manually use the tabs here to give you a better result. So here's my tip. Basically, go to peak, and then use the frame, so those arrows left and right, use the frame to find the ball once it's gone 10, 20 yards. You can now see me draw like dot to dot. So I put from where the ball position is, get that first line to cover the first action of the ball where it's gone, and then play about with the trajectory, the peak, the curvature. So manually, I've basically just created exactly what the app did itself. So let's have a look at the end result. So guys, there you have it. There's my review for the Shot Tracer app 2017 and the tips and tricks side of it as well. Now for me, the app's an absolute godsend. No, it doesn't help your swing. Yes, it makes the game of golf a lot more interesting. And in a world that's really dominated by social media, it's bringing it to the 21st century. So guys, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. As always, please subscribe, and I will catch you guys later.